all summer of 2003 in that friggin' building, working on that dozer, getting it prepared to do what I have to do. Took advantage of my good nature. So I'm trying to be as prepared as I can be to do what I believe needs to be done.
There are always reasons to persist, Jay. You know what I mean?
For what?
There's always reasons to persist.
When you visit evil upon someone,
Perspire?
No!
Persist.
Persist! Keep on it.
Persistence is key.
Persistence is key. You get on it, you stay on it, you make it till it's just tangy. The persistence is tangy.
You ever heard of the 5 P's? Proper persistence,
wrong.
persist.
I know 3 P's.
What are they?
The 3 P's, the 3 P's I remember are price, and price. Have you ever heard that?
Seems like I have.
You know, one time, my uncle did a.
Is that Rawlings?
This stream is furnished by the Rawlings Corporation.
Oh Lord!
Oil up your glove.
Restream bought Rawlings.
Restream.rawlings /
No, I said Restream bought Rawlings.
Bot Rawlings.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 people dropped off the stream since you said that. Hey everybody, welcome to Grown Man Record Night. We appreciate you joining us.
You can barely see me.
No, we need.
Y'all don't make the sound. Check 1 2. Check.
All right, there.
You think that's it?
No, that's the cable.
It's the cable?
Yeah.
Well, I got a cable.
Well, you got a cable?
I got a cable.
Yeah. And then if it's not the then if you plug your cable in and it doesn't do anything, then it's not the mic or the cable.
Then it's the mixer.
then it's nothing. It's nothing.
It's that channel.
Hey everybody, welcome to Grown Man Record Night. We appreciate the shithell damn loving piss out of you. There's too much. Can you bump that over?
We got stuff going on everywhere. Bump it where?
Just a little more you.
Come
A
on.
little more Jay. Give me a little more Jay.
I said that earlier, and you said no.
Well,
I
I like more me. Now I said till the end of the curtain.
till the end of time.
Till the end of curtain. Yeah, that's good. It's better than good, Steve, because what do we have here? What do we have here? Studio professional lighting. It's getting aggressive. 29. Look at this shot, Steve. I'll be honest with you. Look at this. Except you opened the door and revealed it.
People
Look at
are
that.
people are gonna be able to see our imperfections
That's pretty
now.
good right
Steve wasn't supposed to be
Hey,
here.
that's what I'm saying, man.
Steve just showed up.
Steve wasn't supposed to be here tonight.
What's up, y'all?
But look at this flat color profile right here.
Oh no.
I told you, 2019, it's the year of Grown Man Record Night.
It's the year of improvements.
I tell you what I wouldn't do.
What?
I wouldn't bet against us. If I was a betting man, probably wouldn't bet against Grown Man Record Night. We got new studio lighting. I wish we'd have had it here last week. We got a new studio chair, guest chair.
And famous people have sat in this
Famous
chair.
people
I
have
heard.
sat in this chair. I can't get into it. Please fix this. Please fix that. See that right there? Get rid of that. That should be all right. Perfect. Look at that. It's good times. Love all you guys. Shane Rocky's joining us. Metal Theologians in the house.
We got a packed house.
We got a
tonight.
packed house. We had a lot of people joining us on the Twitch channel earlier when we were playing music. That's what we like to see, brother. We like to see that shit. New people,
brother.
new people hanging out with us. New people experiencing the shit that we experience. And
AZ Mix says hello.
AZ Mix on here.
Y'all hold on for a second. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Testing 1 2.
So it's not my mic or my cable. That's good.
Okay. We're messing with Sting things over here.
I feel better
trying to
now
get-
that my equipment's not bad.
Contact cleaner spray the fuck.
I don't know. I don't know what's going
Steve's
on over
cursing over there.
here. He's swearing.
Alright, one more time.
Okay, we're good.
Check. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check.
Make sure the
1 2.
dial's turned up on that channel. No, right on the front.
Check 1 2. Check 1. Chuck Charlie. Chuck Charlie. Chuck Charlie. Chuck Charlie. Maybe. I don't know.
Wait. You got red guy or black guy?
I got
Steve's
got
got
black
his
guy right
stuff
now.
now.
one guy.
So it's not
black guy.
it's not
Stop
my
talking.
mic and cable.
Talk, Steve?
This is Steve's mic. This
Nah,
is Steve's mic.
Really low though.
It may be really low. All right. Can you guys hear Steve? Let us know in the chat. We're not going to waste any more time on it. We're dilly-dallying. See what happens?
No dilly.
There's dallying.
Somebody just said
Should I check it on YouTube or Twitch?
they ain't said anything yet.
They ain't said anything?
No. I'm
Okay.
waiting.
Um,
I'm looking out.
so anyhow, you guys know we had a big show last week. For the first time, we had a big guest. Metal Theologian came up from South Carolina to visit us, and it was a big time. We had a great show. Not only did he bring the excitement and the pleasure of Metal Theologian joining us live.
Steve's mic's not working.
Okay.
Basically what we're getting.
Okay. Hey, Aaron Griffin, Scotty Strychnine, Shane, everybody. So not only did we have our first guest from like out of town join us, we had a big time. It was just a lot of fun, and we did all the shit that we did here on the program, and then we took that shit on the road, and we went out to record stores on Saturday, and we just we bought records, and Metal Theologian really bought some records.
Well, y'all did. I had to leave.
Yeah, but it was a fun time, man. It was really cool. Something we've never really done here on the show, which is cool, man. And that was a real blast. And I know with the Metal Theologian shit, that brought along, and we can't be more appreciative, brought along a lot of new subscribers to the YouTube channel, and a new record for people watching us on Twitch. And we've had more people watching us on Twitch tonight when we do the show. So we want to definitely say for our new people that are joining us for the first time, man, that's so cool of you, and we appreciate you at least checking us out. You may think we're a bunch of fucking dickholes, but if you just check us out
my
for a few
microphone
minutes,
might be
that's cool,
working
man.
now,
I appreciate that.
motherfucker.
We are dickholes.
We are dickholes. Let's be honest about it. But
yeah.
I mean, there's a chance we may be your kind of dickholes. You know what I mean? So look at this lighting, Jay.
Big time, man.
Flat.
Like,
nice.
Well, we got our 2019 budget, and
My mic's working.
Steve's mic's working. Hey, everybody, calm it down.
Get aggressive.
We're getting aggressive over here. Somebody do something about it.
In fact, it might be too loud.
Was it the channel?
Oh, I'm working.
I swapped the mic and the cable, so I don't know what it was, but I'm not going to.
That's bad science. You change more than one variable at a time.
All right. Okay.
All right. I'll stop yelling. I apologize.
I don't care if you yell. It's your show. You can do whatever you want to do.
Look at this lighting. This is flat.
We look like angels.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying the whole time.
Man. Where'd that light come from?
I can't get into that.
Oh.
From the professional studio place. So anyhow, we got new subs joining us. Incredible. Really appreciate you checking us out. New subs for YouTube and like new people checking us out on Twitch.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, Metal Theologian said we need to start the show over because the mic's now working.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Grown Man Rec. Okay. I did want to say new graphic. I got to show off all the new graphics.
You need to get active on Twitter, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But right now, there's only like 7 people following us on Twitter, and I found, I post updates like, "Hey, we're going live," and blah 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 on Facebook. But the problem is, Facebook shows like every other, maybe 3rd, 4th message that you post. So when I say we're going live, 3/4 of you may not even see that freaking message.
Sure.
So for the surefire way to know what's going on with us in terms of like going live specifically, and we're going to start doing more like during the week video game streams coming up because me and Jay are about to squad up. We're about to squad up and start wrecking some dubs.
I got to play. What's the name of this new one that I downloaded?
I don't want to talk about it.
Today?
Nah, we'll talk about that later. I don't want to talk about it because I don't like it, but I do like it.
Okay.
We'll
That's
get
weird.
It. I know.
But set your Twitter to where it alerts you though, because it can alert you when the tweet comes up.
Yeah, and that's the point. Is if you want to know when we go live, Twitter's the way to go. If you don't care, then don't do it. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's your own problem. But still, like I said, we had a great time last week. It was cool having Metal Theologian up here, and there's a lot of times I'm gonna pull something out, Jay.
Huh?
I'm gonna pull something out, and it ain't my pecker.
Yeah.
Seriously, we get flagged if we do that.
It was about to get weird.
Now, normally, if you see this graphic, if you're an old school fan of the program, and you see this graphic, it might have meant your ass. Because I'm getting ready to talk some shit about somebody or something that's really rubbed me the wrong way.
Okay.
And it's really where the Grown Men Record Night editorial feature came from.
Okay.
Tonight, I have to say it's a little different. Because tonight, it's not about a problem or something that's pissing me off. What it is it's everything that's right with the world, if you can believe that. In a day where we can't walk down the same side of the street, Jay, you and I have different opinions about politics, music, whatever. You can't even walk down the same side of the street without getting into it and causing a stink with somebody. God forbid you do this online. You express your opinion.
Online.
You can't argue about politics or music or anything without somebody calling you the N-word or the F-word or the T-word. Don't worry about it. It's none of your business. Don't worry about it. You can never do that. And the internet is just a sleazy shithole place for humanity in terms of human communication.
Sure.
And it's been this way for a very long time.
Sure.
Is the VC the exception of the rule? Because here we have...
I think so, yeah.
Here we have, like last week, perfect example. Metal Theologian comes up. We've never, met this cat, ever. We've internet talked with this guy for a few years.
Yeah.
Comes up, kindred spirits, we talk good music, we hang out, there's good vibes, there's good fellowship, and this is across the VC. Like I said, there's only really been one bad experience with...
we knew him, but we didn't know him.
Right.
I was a little afraid to introduce him to my daughters.
Well, of course.
Turned out all right.
Sure. For now, anyway. But you know, it's in all seriousness, in a time where you can't get on the internet and have a conversation with anybody anymore.
Well,
even in groups that you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
There's still everybody's a troll. Everybody is a troll.
I will tell you, I was thinking this week, and this is, I didn't know we were going to talk about this, but I was just thinking this week about the groups I'm in on Facebook, all right, and all the people that go back and forth on things, about stupid things, by the way, too, really, that shouldn't be to argue over. Anyway, the VC is like the one thing where I know I can post a picture of what I'm listening to, and nobody's going to knock me for it.
Yeah.
You know?
And there's places where people will be like, that sucks. But I'd rather hear that sucks than like you're an N-word.
Unless you show
because you like Nas.
Unless you show your Crosley.
Unless you show your Crosley, and that's a whole other situation.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. That's been ever since we had Maltholosion come up. That's really been kind of stuck in my craw. Like, you imagine you're able to do this nowadays? Like meet somebody off the internet, and not in like a sex way, but like in just a hangout way, and everybody gets along and everything's cool, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's unheard of in 2019. Absolutely unheard of. So anyway, man, it was really cool, and I just had to like get it off my chest. You know, speaking of getting it off my chest, Jay, I heard you had a little editorial thing that you kind of wanted to get off your chest.
Well, yeah.
You had a little.
I went to lunch this week at
Okay.
a popular restaurant. Can I say the name of the restaurant?
We'll call it JFC.
Okay. I got this thing. this bowl. Have you seen these bowls they have?
I've seen bowls, baby.
Bowl, man.
It's just called the KFC bowl.
Okay.
Okay.
Bowl.
$3.
Okay. $3.
What do you get for $3?
Well, it's called the spicy bowl, Steve.
Spicy bowl.
So it's a bowl, but it's spicy. It's basically something.
Great description so far, Jay.
It's basically something.
A spicy. The bowl itself
Well,
is
basically,
spicy.
I have no idea what this is. It's something they pour out of the trash can.
Okay.
It's a concoction of.
Dumpster juice.
Yeah, it's
I'll drink to that.
a bowl of.
I'm trying to get caught up to you.
Yeah, you got to get caught
The
up.
base is mashed potatoes. Okay.
Okay.
Put in some
A
corn.
lot of carbs. Oh, Carb City. Here we go.
Put in some corn. Put in some cheese. Put in a few pieces of popcorn chicken.
Okay.
Take some. What are they don't call them fries there. They call them what, wedges?
Wedges.
Are they wedges?
Papa's
Wedge.
Chop up a wedge
Papa's
into like
Fritos.
little half-inch pieces.
Half wedge.
Put some more cheese on it. Put
Sure.
a ton of hot sauce on it.
That makes it spicy.
Top it off
Yeah.
with gravy.
Oh, okay.
Gravy.
You put it and you stir up,
Yeah.
Oh.
and it looks like it came out of a camel's asshole.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Have you had a shit since then?
Plenty.
Okay. Here we go. You know, have I ever told the story about the old chick I dated?
No. Go ahead.
No, it's similar because it was a bold situation. I dated a bunch of just young. I was 25, and I dated like 18-year-olds at the time.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, I'm a rock and roll band. You guys ever seen anything about it? Probably not.
Every year you get older, they stay the same age.
But you know, we're sitting there watching television. It was a Hardee's commercial for this breakfast bowl. It's like a biscuits and gravy, and it's also got things and stuff dumped on it. And I was like, oh, I like that. Man, that looks good. And so we went to sleep that night and whatever. And I woke up, and she's, you know, an old lady, so she woke up like way before me. And I went in the kitchen. She was gone. I went into the kitchen, and sitting on the kitchen counter was the Hardee's bowl and a cup of coffee.
Oh, wow.
And I was like,
She's a keeper, huh?
what?
This the sales girl?
Yeah, didn't end up working out, but damn, that was
Yeah.
nice. That was a nice thing.
But this was
bowl and a coffee.
but this was the nastiest looking thing. But it was pretty good though when it was all said and done.
It
you
all
know?
sounds good, let me tell you.
And it,
Yeah.
But it gave me the running shits for
There
a
you
couple
go.
days.
Yeah, it's all them carbs, man.
Speaking of running shit, I went down to Atlanta this week to wish my
You got a shit story, Steve?
my mom
Oh.
a happy 80th, surprised her.
Oh yeah, that's good
And my
stuff.
son drove up. He rode a bus, and we met downtown at the bus depot. And we went to the Varsity downtown.
Watch your feet down there now.
The varsity.
Went to the Varsity downtown, the classic one, and
Yep.
we had a good lunch, a couple chili dogs,
Yeah.
some rings, And then we had our visit out on the north side, and on the way back, I dropped him off at the bus depot, and what did I do? Went to the Varsity.
Yeah,
I hit the
man.
one on the north side of town, leaving Jimmy Carter Boulevard. Had me a couple chili dogs.
That
And
was
this
a good
time I had
picture.
fries.
I was going to ask you where that was from.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
the north side.
I forgot you were down there this week.
So I had to hit it twice.
That's awesome. You know, I tell you what, man.
DJ Trish in the house, by the way.
DJ Trish is up in the bug.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Man, let's get it going. I told you let's get aggressive. That's aggressive, man.
Well, how are they, Steve?
The chili dogs?
Yeah.
Oh my, kidding
They're
me?
the best. in the world.
Did you polish all those off?
Oh, of course.
I tell you what, I'm the most dedicated in the world. I've been sick as crap all week.
Mm-hmm.
But after the week we had last week, I'll be honest. I'm gonna get behind the numbers. You guys want to get behind the numbers?
Not really.
Our views, and our subscriptions, and the live views, and the just all that shit was so high last week. I said there is no way in hell I'm skipping this week. If this show was a year ago, I'm so sick, we would have canceled this show.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what we're doing tonight? We're doing the fucking show.
Yeah. I won't be here next week.
Get out of here, Jay.
Sorry.
We're getting aggressive. We're
I'll
doing.
tell you that my birthday is Tuesday.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
next Friday is going to be my birthday show. So I don't know what that means, but
And a Super Bowl show.
Oh, yeah.
Super Bowl birthday
blowout.
show.
Here's
be-
what I'm thinking for the Super Bowl. We've done this in the past.
You know, when my birthday falls on Super Bowl, I usually.
Yep.
Never mind.
Nope.
Steve's getting aggressive about it.
Here's what I'm thinking for the Super Bowl, and we have done city versus city for Super Bowl in the past, record-wise. Like, so you pick bands and record albums that come up from different cities versus other ones. What I'm thinking is, since L.A. and Boston or New England would be pretty hefty,
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking we do top 5 L.A. bands. Top 5 LA bands, top 5 New England bands. Yeah, I'm including New England, the whole region.
Yeah.
So top 5 LA, top 5 New England for the Super Bowl next week. And we'll see what happens.
Okay.
And we'll predict the Super Bowl based on that. So stay tuned next Friday to see what happens. You can keep up with that on Twitter. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to click on that. Let's see what else we got. Steve's playing a saxophone.
Aaron wants a Royal Rumble review next week. No, the Royal Rumble's this Sunday.
Royal Rumble.
I'll be at the Japanese wrestling event in Charlotte next week, so I won't be
New
there.
Japan.
Yes.
New Japan's coming to Charlotte.
Yeah, so I'll be at that.
Okay.
Reason I brought the sax is I had a rehearsal with another band I'm playing with called Dave's Not Here.
I don't want to hear about any other bands.
We're playing 1971, and I'm playing the solo to "Can You Hear Me Knocking." I'm singing the song and then hitting the solo from "Can You Hear Me Knocking."
There's only one band, and that's the one I'm
And
in.
it's coming together really good. We had our first rehearsal, and damn, it sounded fucking good.
It sounded good?
Oh yeah.
All right.
You
I hear you.
remember Steve Sachs when you were a kid?
Steve
From
Sachs?
I remember Steve
Didn't he?
Sachs
Yeah.
making a lot of errors.
He had the
Arrows.
head problems with his brain where he couldn't make a throw from
Is that
second
why he
base
was?
to first
Okay.
base.
That was why he was getting all those errors.
Instead of
wasn't it?
Yeah, no, he
Dodgers.
saw a psychologist for years for that.
Man, I just feel
That's
like
a little inside baseball.
I feel
Let's
like-
think about the Hall of Fame numbers this year.
I don't
Let's
know.
talk baseball.
No, it's not.
Let's do a
Dilly-dallying.
baseball show. What do you say?
Dilly-dallying. We're too deep into the show to be dilly-dallying.
Oh, all right.
That's all I'm saying. No, check it out. In the news this week, let's get
Let's
topical.
get serious here.
Out of the blue, a random Weezer album appeared. Out of the freaking blue.
Yeah.
Surprised them drop a whole collection of cover songs called the Teal album.
When you get blue and you take green, you add them together, you get teal.
That's what it is.
It's got to be.
The whole cast of the band is
I
dressed
think-
up like Miami
I
Vice
think,
on the cover.
I think the Teal's Miami Vice play.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah,
they're
but
dressed
blue,
up like
blue
Miami
and green
Vice.
do make teal.
I
You
know,
got a
Steve said
album
blue and green,
album.
but I think it's more the Miami Vice thing.
Well, it's both.
yeah.
But this shit
But
includes
not
like,
all the songs are 80s though.
not only the Africa, which everybody knows is their big cover thing. Take on Me by Aha, which they freaking killed. Black Sabbath, Paranoid. No Scrubs by TLC's on
That
here.
one's pretty funny actually.
It is, and they do a fantastic job on this entire album.
You do a fantastic job.
I know. I know.
So what'd you think?
I think it's
I like it.
fantastic. Now, hey everybody, pull out your salt shakers. Let's let Jay throw some salt on the Weezer
No,
album.
it's just not.
No.
It's not Weezer. Weezer's trying to
Well,
sound
what is Weezer?
they're trying to sound like a modern band, and plus I hate cover tunes by like big name bands.
I think they did a
That's
terrific
That's
job.
all I know.
I think they really did a terrific job, and I don't know that I'm going to run out and like buy the record or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I think the album is. I mean, I listened to probably 3/4 of it today,
I'll sample it on iTunes.
and I would say it's totally legit. Like it was a lot of fun.
Well made. I mean, and they did a good job.
And what's the Tears for Fears song?
Everybody wants to rule the world.
Everybody Wants to Rule the World and Take On Me were the ones that like, okay, these guys, this is not funny. They're not being ironic. They're really doing this for real. And
I think they do Billie Jean also.
Billie Jean's on there.
I haven't heard that one.
So
I think it's everything they did was great.
so you said this record was unannounced, basically?
Yeah.
Okay, because I knew they did the Africa thing a couple months ago, and that kind of blew up, and I thought that was maybe a one-off.
They have a
deal.
record coming up. I apologize for not knowing the date, but they have a record coming up called Black. That's supposed to. Everybody kind of knew it was coming out. I don't know what. I don't see it in here, but it's like a record. Just like, oh, Weezer's going to release a new album. It's going to be called Black. It's
Yeah.
coming out in blank, and then all of a sudden you woke up the next day. Hey, here's a cover record, and it was just a surprise.
I wonder if they put it together
think-
quickly.
That by itself is
Maybe.
really cool.
Sleep? That's what sleep? Well, not covers, but yeah.
I think that whole idea of like
That's just seems,
not telling anybody, and you wake up and there's a record.
I don't
think
see
that's
how
cool.
in this day and age you can do that. I mean, that's
Oh.
that's impressive.
Scotty Strychnine says Lead Neck. This is a different band, Scotty, that he's playing in. Steve's in like 4 bands, 5 bands.
What's the name of this one, Steve?
Rockstar Wilson over here.
It's called Dave's Not Here. Based on the Cheech and Chong skit from '71.
No, where are y'all playing at?
Oh, we're
When?
playing, I think, Bull's Tavern downtown Winston-Salem.
When?
March 1st.
March 1st.
There's about 3 or 4 bands. Most of them are bands already. We're just guys that got together, and hell, we're just as good as any other band.
So if you're in Winston-Salem on March 1st, go to Bull's Tavern.
Go downtown and follow.
What day is that on?
Follow the vibe. I have no idea. Probably
I don't know.
Friday. It's Friday Night Music Club. It's gonna be on Friday.
Oh, well, stay home and watch Grown Man Record Night instead.
Yeah, instead.
We can live stream from there.
Why are we promoting something that's opposite of us, is what I'm wondering.
I didn't know it was a Friday till
All right,
Steve said
Steve.
something. So
Jay, what's everybody? Why don't we get together on a meeting real quick before the show one time? Just to make sure, because this is all seems haphazard to me. Do you guys know there's going to be a new Big Lebowski, perhaps?
I think it's a done deal.
I know there's a
right?
lot of Lebowski fans in the Record Night Club here.
It's a done deal, right?
There's going to be a spot, I think, coming out Super Bowl, is what I'm thinking. There's going to be a new
Yeah,
Big
yeah.
Lebowski.
Shane Rocky says he's highly anticipating the Black Album.
Yeah, I mean, I love the new stuff Weezer has done. There's one of the only bands that, like, of that kind of vibe that's kind of hung around and remained relevant, at least in my eyes, anyway. And it's hard to do that.
What'd you just say? Somebody had a record come out. What'd you say?
What? Weezer?
Scott Strychnine said February. I don't know what he meant.
Oh, the Black Album?
Oh,
Black
coming out
Album comes out in
yeah.
February. Right on, right on. So this was like right before that record. That's pretty ballsy, man, to do a cover album that...
We must have done them all at the same time in the studio.
What if that ends up
Or
outselling
is it a cover of Metallica's Black Album?
Market Zero?
Let's
Freaking right.
pray to God it's not.
Steve, would you hand me one of those sparkling waters? God, I'm already about to piss my pants.
Do it, man. GMRN diapers.
Oh, God.
GMRN
Oh, we should
diapers.
market it.
Yes.
Let's market it.
Which ones?
Yes.
Sparkling Pink?
Oh, Aaron says, speaking of the Black Album, he's seeing Metallica on Monday. Hopefully they don't suck. That'd be cool, man.
Raspberry Rosé?
Sure. Get yourself one if you want one.
He said Metallica. That's probably in the round, I would imagine. I think they're playing in the round.
You mean like a Fuga? Like a box Fuga?
What?
No, they're playing like-
Bum, 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 bum,
And-
bum, 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 bum,
And I
bum.
imagine they probably are playing like a
That's the round.
no opener type deal where they're just playing for like 3 hours. I bet.
Okay.
Probably a pretty good show. I would imagine.
All right.
It'd be cool to see Metallica once in your lifetime, you know.
Yeah, no, I would, you know, it's not something I would go out of my way to see nowadays.
I wouldn't pay a lot of money for it, but you know.
Man, imagine seeing a Metallica like
87,
85
86,
for me.
85, yeah.
Man,
Well, that And Justice for All tour was pretty big. They played Greensboro on that one.
yeah.
So
All
you
right.
had your chance. So
Yeah, whatever.
Your mom wouldn't have taken you to go see Metallica?
No, that would have not been a cool situation.
You know, I got invited by Jason Day and his dad to go see
Alright.
AC/DC on the, I think it was Flaw on the Wall tour
Yeah.
in like the mid '80s.
Wow. I mean, that would have been something.
My parents will let me go.
My father wouldn't let me go.
Yeah.
Let's get into a little bit of what we played this evening, and by a little bit, I mean like everything that we played this evening. What are you telling me to let go, Shane? Are you getting aggressive?
Let it go. Just let it
Get
go.
aggressive.
Is that a Frozen song? Just let it go.
I don't know. I do want to mention, you know, last week, like I said, we had a
Jason Day lives in Columbus by me. I think that's a different Jason Day though.
I did want to mention, I forgot to get to this earlier. Speaking of last week's
Not
show,
that Jason Day.
and we had a huge number of people joining us live.
Yeah.
Our Nightbot top chatter of the week was Deadwax 66. And I don't know that Randy's joining us live tonight, but Randy topped the chat with 80 messages. 80 messages throughout the show.
What does he win?
Corey was right after him with 64, so appreciate Corey joining in there, but Deadwax stepping up.
So we got a marching band.
I don't know if that's free jazz or free bowels.
That was the congratulatory theme for whoever got that.
Dude.
Oh Lord.
What do you
Rando,
call that?
the Nightbot top chatter.
Do you have a graphic for that?
I don't have a chat.
Should we start mailing out certificates?
We should mail them out.
That'd be cheap
I mean,
and easy.
COD. I mean, I'm not paying for postage.
I think you need to get aggressive with it.
But congratulations, Rando,
Yeah,
for being the
congratulations.
Nightbot top chatter and 80 messages last week. Get involved. Get involved with us for once, will you, everybody?
That's right. That's
Come
right.
on. You get connected, you get social, you get aggressive. It's your own business. All right.
It's
So let's
good to
talk
be
about what we
aggressive.
played tonight.
Oh yeah, let's do it. We played a lot, didn't we? For us,
I didn't play shit.
supposed to be an early show.
Yeah, man.
I got a text from Mikey Bananas at like 7 p.m. saying we're gonna come on over. We're gonna do the show early tonight.
Well, I got ready and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start streaming. I've been sick all week. I'm gonna try to do this early. And then Steve's like, oh wait, hold on, I'll be there in a few. And I'm like, okay, we're still doing the show at midnight.
Nate Bouchard says Deadwax was just counting the number of times you said at the F word last week.
Oh, did I say F word a whole bunch last week?
No, Metal Theologian.
No, Metal Theologian
He's
said
the
the F
F-bomb.
word. He's the F
Hear
bomb.
what Nathan Bouchard said?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. It was Metal Theologian.
Yeah,
MT, yeah.
he's a big F bomb guy.
He said that accounted for 3/4
Now-
of his messages.
Now, me personally, I'm trying to get into heaven, so I'm not using it as much. I see the door. You're breaking the fourth wall. I see the door. I'm gonna put a stopper down there, just like on Scrabble.
How's the
Chuck Woolery.
and we're not cutting out tonight, right?
Stopper.
Last week we were cutting out a little bit, but it looks like it's doing a lot better tonight.
I'll
So
take tile 4
I just jinxed us probably. But
and tile 7. That's a V and
Scrabble?
a T. I'll take the T.
Is there background music?
It should be, yeah. Should I bump it up?
Can you bump it up just
Bump,
a little
bump,
bit?
bump it up.
I'll make it
Bump, bump,
loud,
bump it up.
Steve. You want it loud?
Bump,
No, I
bump,
wanna hear
bump
it.
it
No,
up.
no, you tell me how
Bump,
loud it is.
bump,
Now
bump
see
it
the
up.
door! Right there.
So what we play?
Led Zeppelin 3. You guys ever heard of these guys? Here's a band out of England you may not have heard of before. They were the first
First rock band ever, right?
first all homosexual band out of England.
You may have actually heard of them. but
Give a tilt forward, Steve.
You may have heard of them.
There we go.
You may have heard of them before, but you don't hear much out of them anymore.
More toward Jay. There you go. Freeze it. Yeah. I don't remember where I got this.
But you know, you don't hear much of them anymore.
No.
Although they're going to tour one day with Jason Bonham, it looks like.
It looks like it.
This might be my favorite Zeppelin album, by the way.
You think 3's your favorite?
Lots of
I
money.
just love the acoustic pieces, and there's enough of them on here.
Yeah. Right on. Yeah, there's a lot of it's a great record. I mean,
Sure.
you don't need me to tell you that.
Sure.
Jazz the 50s Volume 2. It's a Pacific Jazz compilation. We'll listen to side 1, I believe, which has Art Pepper, Chico Hamilton, Chet Baker and crew, Jim Hall, no, that's the wrong one. We'll listen to side 2, which has Bob Bruckmeyer, Wes Montgomery, Jerry Mulligan, Gil Evans. I mean, this is a who's who. I think Cannonball Adderley is on here.
So is this like the birth of bebop, basically?
But a little earlier than that.
So it's almost the big bandish?
It's bop. I would say bop.
Okay.
But it's anything on Pacific. I've always said specific jazz. I almost can't even say it. Anything on
Specific
jazz
Yeah.
is quality, and this is one of those.
Is that good?
That's perfect. Perfecto.
Hit your mark.
I've got another one that's a little earlier. It tends to be a little more big jazz, big band sounding stuff.
Yeah.
This one's a little more bop. I'm not going to say it's crazy bebop or post bop, but it's
Right.
It's right where you need to be. If you don't like it, fuck off. It's a great record.
I like sleeping to big band music. Let them going to sleep at night.
That might be the weirdest shit I've ever heard in my life, Jay. Big band music. I don't know
I
why
like
that's
falling asleep to
off-putting.
big band music.
That's off-putting. Is that not off-putting?
No, it's
I
good.
sleep
Not really.
I'll sleep to
In
classical.
college, me and my roommate would always listen to side 2 of Hotel California
Okay.
every
All right.
night.
I used to sleep to classical music.
Yeah, but
I've
that
slept
was as you're coming down from something.
I've slept
though,
to
I'm sure.
ambient music. I've never heard anybody say big band music is classical, ambient, sure.
Big band, metal.
I've slept to metal. Somebody used to sleep during our metal band practices. Remember that? Horny.
Oh, yeah.
Weasels rip my flesh. You can write that down about it.
I lost my mic.
All right. Come on now. Pick this up. Pay the 1970 Mothers of Invention. It's classic. If you don't know it, if you don't like it,
Yeah.
Go get into
That's the
it.
only Zappa I have, actually.
that's the only one you have? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that was terrific. I paid a little bit for that.
I thought
I'll be honest
it was a cute cover.
The cover is incredible. What I remember about that was during election night 2016, I believe.
Yeah.
I was sitting in Raleigh with headphones on, watching people freak out over the election returns, listening to Weasels Rip My Flesh on my headphones, and and people going, what was in my ear versus what was in my eyes was such a juxtaposition that I enjoyed it. Jay wanted to play this record album.
Yeah.
This is one of yours.
Yeah, pull that picture
Tell me
up
about
I
it.
sent you.
I didn't get it in.
What?
I told you I did.
You just ruined the show.
No, I get it.
What's
No,
up?
no.
Give me a second.
This is Van Halen, Fair Warning.
Talk slow, Jay, and I can get it in here.
That is 1980, I want to say 81.
Mhm.
And I think, personally, it's the most raw,
Yeah.
best Van Halen
Yeah.
record.
I didn't
It's
know.
the
my
darkest. It's
humble
the
opinion.
darkest.
Well, this was the darkest period of the band as far as like all these songs were recorded at like 4:00 in the morning.
This
Like,
is
they
the
were in
first.
studio like constantly like. I think they were kind of in their drug phase.
Oh, drugs! Get out of here.
Well,
This is when they first introduced the keyboard too.
Yes.
Like Sunday afternoon in the park is
Yep.
awesome.
Yeah, when we played, we also played Sunday.
I'm sorry. Hang on, everybody. Hang on, everybody. I got to bring in Jay's image. I got to bring in Jay's image. Everybody stand by.
Okay.
Oh, this is all about Jay.
Yeah, that's probably
We're in
my
black
favorite
because
Van
Jay
Halen.
wants to know about
We're,
it.
we're not in black.
We are in black.
But anyway, so this week is the big NAMM show, the music, where all the new music products are rolled out.
Right, there we go.
Instruments,
Right.
whatever. Eddie Van Halen's there, and he's unveiling this new guitar in his line, and it's the old throwback from the Women and Children First
Oh.
record.
And that's not a Kramer, you said.
It's an Ibanez,
Ibanez.
Destroyer? Nah, maybe Destroyer? I don't know.
I don't care for that guitar.
But he only played one record with it, and it's like a shark, some kind of shark guitar is what he calls it.
You know what's interesting with this shit is,
But people are flipping out because he's releasing this guitar. I don't know if it's going to be in limited numbers and be like $10,000. I don't know.
I so associate Eddie
You play
Van
a
Halen
Jackson guitar?
with playing
No,
the
he's a
Kramer,
Kramer guy, yeah.
with playing the Kramer with the stripes,
Yeah.
and then later in life when he cut his hair, playing the Ernie Ball. He played so many other guitars, even early on and late,
Sure.
that I didn't really, I don't associate
No, not
him
really.
with.
Not really.
He did.
As most great guitarists do.
No,
You
it was
don't
the same.
associate-
It was the same guitar with different necks. Like the body was the same.
It's just you don't associate Hendrix on a Gibson, or you know.
Right.
But it happened.
But you know, Eddie Van Halen recorded with I think in 1960 Les Paul a lot of that stuff. Like I know a lot of 1984 was recorded with the Les Paul. I mean, he
Right.
never played it live though. But
There's certain solos they'll play with different guitars.
Somebody said JFC. Who wants to see it again? Let's see it again one time.
golly.
Oh, Scotty says, look up the new King Crimson guitar.
Okay.
Whoa.
And
Okay.
was that an unveiled thing this week too?
That may have been something.
There's a lot going on with King Crimson this year because they're celebrating their 50th.
Yeah, they're doing that tour.
They just released the second week. They just
Talked about
released
that. Somebody told me.
No, I was not.
Gingy, and it's really cool. He tells this really nice story about. It's called "The Terrifying Tale of Thelahun Gingy."
No, I will not be buying that guitar. Somebody has.
Okay.
I mean, you know, if it's like
All that disposable rock star income?
$200.
Come on, bro.
$200 or so, maybe, but.
I wanted to get just right down to it.
Yeah, man.
Are you talking about getting
Yeah.
aggressive? Getting grown men record night
That's
aggressive?
pretty deep.
The JBs, doing it to death.
Dang, I wish
You
I
could-
wish I
man.
had this.
You could roll that up.
Mm-hmm.
You could make a dildo out of this record and get somebody pregnant with it. You ever got somebody pregnant with a dildo? You could with a JB down, freeze it. You could get somebody pregnant to death with a JB's pregnant death dildo. What?
Yeah.
I feel like all my words are getting mixed up.
What year is that?
Well, it's 2019.
73.
73.
Oh, that late.
Yes,
I was
sir.
thinking it was like earlier.
Right in the heyday of funk.
Yeah.
Man, my pee bladder is
Yeah,
full
do
of
it, man.
Keep bringing it.
Let it
Get
go.
aggressive with it.
Let it go.
Hi.
We'll bring you a little can to pee in or something.
That's right.
It just makes you more aggressive, more violent with your movements. See that? I wouldn't be able to do this if I didn't have to pee. So, see how quick I am with a stoppage?
We got some cans. How many ounces do you think you would pee if you peed right now?
Oh, 64 plus.
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
Break out the gallon jug, baby.
oh, you can tell Speedway to just take a right turn at fuck off. Because I got Speedway's milk on it. I wanted to play something a little heavy, a little stonery. Manchu, which we love on the program. This is, what's the name of that album, Steve? Oh, my.
Signs of the Infinite Power. Oh, no, Signs of Infinite Power.
2012?
Your dad.
It's a, no,
2009.
2009. I know it's newer.
Okay.
Manure.
Okay.
Great record, though.
Nice picture of the band on the inside.
I'd be 10 years old this year.
Stereotyp. Thanks, Jay. Math major, are you? Great record for.
Is that a clear guitar he's playing?
Acrylic.
Yeah, it's
an acrylic.
Dan Armstrong.
Yeah, an acrylic
play-
guitar.
Thank you.
Good stuff, though. Oh, I want to do something. No, I'll do it. I'll do it in a minute. I'll do
Do
it. in a
it.
minute.
No, do it, man. Come on. Celebrate good
Something I
times.
pulled out the Buckaroos. Buck Owens Buckaroos, but I don't know that Buck Owens is on
Buck
this
off.
record. It's actually
Oh, it's his Buckaroo, his band?
yeah, it's the band's
Yeah.
instrumental record, which is
Well, he's not on the cover, so my
Don-
guess is
Don
he's
Rich
not on the
does a lot
album.
of singing on
But-
that.
no.
Yeah, he does.
If he ain't on the cover, he ain't
He plays
singing.
and sings, yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize he sang.
Oh, he's a great singer.
It's America's most wanted band.
Don Rich is on this, and that's really all you need to know.
Don Rich is on here?
Fantastic. picker of the guitar.
Vocal solo by Don Rich.
Lost in early age.
Don Rich passed way too early, man. He had a lot more music to give to us.
Died in a
But
car wreck at like the age of like 29.
It was a car wreck,
Yeah.
for real?
Yeah.
it's funny because it's not funny, but our buddy Danny Rich, his dad's name was Don Rich.
Yeah.
But Don Rich, the guitar player, just a freaking.
Shane Rockney really wants you to piss your pants.
Do I know Don
I
Rich?
might end up doing
Do
I don't
it.
know if I know Don Rich.
Hey, if we get more viewers, it's worth it, right?
Yeah, I mean for 10 more. See, this is when if we were on Twitch and I'm like getting money.
Yeah.
If I get 5 more subscriptions, which would have been $25, I'll piss my pants. And I could have just pissed my pants for $25.
Do people pay for that
Man.
though?
Oh yeah, they'll pay for
Oh.
anything.
Golly.
Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy what people will actually give money for. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why Mikey Bananas was bored. Because it's crazy what people will give money for.
That makes no sense.
Excuse me, Jay. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Oh Lord.
All them witches. I picked the record before this ended prematurely, and we were sitting there going,
Oh, yeah, we
playing
got
Nintendo, and the next
distracted.
thing you know, the record's going.
I don't
we
remember
got
that.
we got people volunteering donations to see you pee your pants.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got two
Oh,
up
we
to
got
$10.
5. There's 5. That's 10.
So if we get to $20, you're gonna do it,
God
right?
Almighty. Anybody got any sisters?
So
Because what I'll do to your sisters for $10
this,
will
apparently
blow
this
your
New
mind.
West Records is an Athens label, but the band's from Nashville, but they record on an Athens label called New West Records.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a 7-inch in there too. Pull that out.
Lightning at the Door.
If you look in there, Steve, there's a bonus 7-inch
came with the
inside that
7-inch.
You mean
case.
pull out your
cool.
7-inch?
That's really
Maybe.
cool.
Oh, Scotty Strychnine just got warned by Nightbot. Don't post links, bro.
Damn.
Here's the 7-inch that came with it.
Oh,
What's
you got
on here?
warned, bro. What?
Romany Dagger remended? What?
No,
Okay.
none of
And
that.
surface
Okay.
to air whistle.
None of that means anything.
It does now.
All right. All right.
What color we talking about?
Well, inappropriate. I don't know. Syrian. What does that matter to you, Steve? What if it's Syrian color? What if it's
Talking about vinyl.
Bosnia Herzegovina color?
Talking about the vinyl, you plum fucker.
I'm just saying.
That's
Are you
kind of
gonna-
cool.
are
It's
you gonna-
black, but it's got a really cool label.
Oh, that's
Can
cool.
you see that?
Look at that.
Looks like a kid drew it
I
with
like
crayon.
I like the 45s with the small spindle hole like that.
Or
I
7
do too.
inches.
Well, 7 inches too, yeah.
Just 7.
It's 7 inches.
But a 45 with the small spindle hole's nice
Um,
too, you know.
Mel Theologian posted earlier this week about a group. I
Steve.
can't remember the name of it. Steve made a mistake. And I was like, man, that really reminds me of Cannonball Adderley's
where'd it go?
Pyramid album from '74.
Who said that?
Mel Theologian, and I said that, and that's it.
Oh, there's a fucking liner inside the.
Okay,
Get on with it.
things are falling apart.
I'm there.
But this is one. If you don't know this Cannonball Adderley album, it's much more of a fusion,
Yeah.
funky jazz album.
Was someone called Pyramid?
Huh?
Pyramid?
Yeah.
Pyramid's the name of the record. Yes, 74
74.
on I don't remember the label, but
Fantasy.
MT posted something from '73
It's on Fantasy Records.
that had a horrid cover.
Who
Who
else
was
on-
that?
who else
Mel
on here?
Theologian? Who's that guy that you posted?
We got
Had a horrid ECM looking cover, but the music was smoking.
Cannonball's on here. Nat Adderley's on here. Walter Booker's on here on the bass. And George Duke's on the keyboards.
Oh wow.
And
Okay.
Jimmy Jones, my dad's on piano. I
There you go.
had no
Jimmy
idea
Jones.
what Jimmy Jones was doing.
Sounds like a NASCAR driver.
Jimmy Jones in turn 3. Best of King Curtis. I pulled this out because I don't know. Jesus Christ told me to. Somebody want to say something about it?
Ted Carson with the bad cover.
Ted Carson?
Yeah.
Carson.
Ted Carson. Sorry, I can't read.
Carson.
You can't read.
No.
Carson Daly.
Ted Carson. had that bad cover, but was a smoking record, and I heard it was like, boom, and I was like, oh, that sounds like Pyramid for sure.
Okay.
Best of King Curtis, grab some of it. Lord, if you folks don't know King Curtis,
Something's wrong with you.
please,
Atlantic.
please go check out King Curtis. If you've never,
That's the best of? Yeah.
it's a best of. I've got
It's
some.
called best of.
I've
So
got a
what the fuck,
few
dude?
King Curtis. And if you've never heard the Memphis Soul Stew, at least go YouTube that shit. It'll blow your mind.
That had hip hop sampler written
Yeah,
all over
baby.
it.
Yeah, for sure.
King Curtis is badass.
Yeah. That's good.
VCLT from Metal Theologian last week.
Okay.
This Weldon Irvine Cosmic Vortex. And I asked him, I was like, dude, how did you find out about this guy? It was 74 on BMG.
Is that a reissue now?
Yeah,
Okay.
but this was.
Oh, this is really good.
You talking about Grown Men Record Night?
Yeah.
I'm about to rip this
shit,
mo.
dude. Holy shit. This just, I mean,
Nice picture on the back.
oh my God.
He ain't smoking, but so what?
If you melt
I
this,
just like the size of that picture.
if you melt this record down, you know what it looks like? A
What?
big ass cock. Ready for it. Ready for it.
What year did this come out? This came out in '74.
An aggressive
Yeah,
cock. Just
74.
ready for it. You like that, Jay?
Yeah.
Like my emotions?
Yeah.
They got a song called Love
I get
Jones on
emotional when I get into music.
there. Right up my bung alley.
That's what
Love
they called
Jones.
you, wasn't it, Steve, back in college?
Emotional Jones.
Yeah,
Oh, there comes old
I was
Love Jones.
Love Jones. That was me.
No time for love, Dr. Jones. And then when Steve said, "Hey, I'll be there in 84
Jiffy.
minutes," I said, "Hey, I'll buy you some time with the record." And the record I bought Steve some time with was Big Business. Here Comes the Waterworks. Holy Christ! If you like stonery doom stuff, if you've never listened to Big Business, two-piece bass and drums. Dude ended up playing bass for the Melvins for a while.
Is that right?
A little higher. Freeze it. Terrific stuff. Picked this up at Harvest in Asheville.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Absolutely incredible.
That was
Absolutely
good.
incredible.
It's good. It was,
Yeah.
It's a gatefold.
rip it.
Oh.
Rip it.
Let's rip.
Rip it.
If there's a gatefold in there,
Yeah,
if you're sure about it.
I'm sure about
All right. I don't like shrink wrap anyway.
Oh, come on.
No.
It preserves the integrity.
Unless it's strangling one of my infants that I didn't want to
I
have.
keep all my Ace Frehley records in shrink wrap.
I would too. I'd keep them. I wouldn't.
What's this guy holding right here? It looks like a big.
Oh, skizzers. Those are skizzers.
No, below.
Those are skizzers too.
You know, is it bad? Is it
Say
bad?
that?
You know, I showed that
Circles.
Ace Frehley record off last week that I got.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about not opening it. It's new old stock from Metal Blade.
Yeah.
Thinking about not opening it.
That's all we played, right?
I'm thinking he should probably learn how to play guitar.
He knows.
Play us out.
He's good.
Yeah.
Steve's gonna play us out.
Okay.
Do you know that old time rock and roll solo, Steve?
No. Jay, I think you should do a record. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. Well,
What are we doing?
dig of the week. We're getting into
Yeah, let's
dig of
do
the
it.
week.
Let's do it.
What I'm gonna do is zoom it into Jay
Why?
so that I can take a piss.
Oh, hey, speaking of, look what I brought.
No.
Let me sit there while you take a piss.
We're not on. We're not on. Nope.
Are we on the air?
We're not on anything. Everything's lost.
Lost in translation, huh?
Wait, watch this. Let's see if I can do it. Okay.
What are we doing?
Nothing.
Are you out of ink?
I'm out of ink. Does anybody have a Dell account?
Uh-oh. Just get out and shake the toner cartridge.
What's
I thought that was
Shake it.
a screen that showed your ink levels.
Let me get your gateway password.
Dude, I'm out of ink right now. Seriously. I have to like email files to my sister during the day for the print.
You know you print this for me?
All right, we're on J-Cam.
Oh, are we doing my records? All right. Well, I part.
Slow it down. I piss old and slow.
Wait,
Do metal.
are you going all the way to the?
I'm a do metal pisser.
All right. Well, I went with Steve, Bananas, and
Hold on, I'm coming
Male
over there.
Theologian last Saturday. They went to 3 places. No, 2 or 3, Steve. I'm sorry.
We went to, me and Aaron went to 2 places on earlier in the day on Friday, and then we did the show. And on Saturday we went to
2 or 3.
2 places.
Okay, 2 places. I know you were talking about going to 3.
We were going to
There's
go.
one
There
right-
were we left 2 or 3 in the pocket we haven't even been to yet.
Well, you know, I don't know if
I'll
Bananas.
tell you
I
guys,
don't
this
know
is
if-
kind of some kind of like hub for vinyl right now. You might want to come see it.
I don't know if Bananas has mentioned on the show, but there's a new record store that opened up like a half a
I
mile.
think he
from
has.
there.
It's in with walking distance of here. If you got
Yeah,
a gun on
not
you.
far at all. And so if it snows, we were in
Yes,
business.
I'm going to say in the corner of your shot while you talk about it.
So, so we took the Metal Theologian over to my favorite spot, which is Hippo, and they're pretty strong in the metal market.
Patrick's a good guy.
Yeah, good guy, and but
you go.
he's
There we
real
go.
knowledgeable on metal stuff. He's got a ton of like
Yeah.
new metal.
Yeah.
But
He's
I
also
thought-
a huge Porcupine Tree fan, Stephen Wilson. He's kind of one of the guys that kind of between Jonathan and
Yeah, he
Patrick,
saw
they
him,
both
like-
got us kind of both hooked on
Yeah.
Porcupine Tree.
Yeah, but he had this used, and this is helmet Strap It On from 1990, 89 or 90, I want to say.
Get him out of my studio!
I think this was their
I said
first.
I don't want him in here!
Hold on.
I'm a big.
If there's a fucking problem, we'll deal with it!
I'm a big. I'm a
You
big.
bring him back in here and see what the fuck happens!
I'm a big helmet fan.
What
Bananas.
year do you think this is, motherfucker? I run this shit!
There we go. There we
Bananas
go.
is having a meltdown there.
I don't know quite what's going
I
on.
run this shit!
Is he still mic'd?
No, he can't.
Okay,
be.
good.
Um,
He's losing it.
we played, but we
Offset.
played this earlier though.
a shot.
This is more the punkish helmet, like hardcore punk.
Helmet, great.
Yeah, they're good. They're good.
What year is that?
88, 89. This was their first, maybe 90. Their first major label release. I think this was on Interscope.
I'm gonna smoke his
So,
pen
It's
while he's not here.
but it's a re-release. But I picked up used, but it was like brand new, so
No, it's not.
it was cool. Know nothing about this record, but this is Robert Palmer, Clues.
Which one is that?
This is
Let
an
me see.
old one.
I think I have that one.
This is 19 and
79.
thereabouts.
I
79.
gotta work it.
1980, Steve. I don't think this has much on it that I know.
No, it
But-
doesn't have no hits on here. Usually he would.
Usually he would have like one hit per album, but this one didn't
Well,
have
I've
any.
got the
Is-
mid '80s hit records.
Is
that
it
he
nice and
did.
funky though?
I haven't listened to it
the
yet,
man's
but I know nothing about it. It was a great.
he's the
blues
king
singer.
of Blue-Eyed Soul.
Yes,
I mean,
How good is
fantastic.
this from the chicken house?
It's great. Oh, so you did. So we do know where you got it from.
No, they don't. We do.
yeah, these lights come
Get
from
on the
where-
mic, Mike.
These lights come from a building where chickens take shits and shit all over the place. In fact, I see it on the inside
Is
of the
that what
light.
I've been smelling all night? I thought it was on my shoe
Are
earlier.
you mic'd? Are you on the mic?
Get on the mic.
Okay, let's do this. Let's get me off of here. Here.
But I love Robert Palmer.
It's good
I'm sure this will be good. I'm sure this will be nice and bluesy.
Yeah, a lot of guys love their wives. Jay loves Robert Palmer. So whatever you want to do, Jay.
I love Robert Palmer.
I got a Lionel Richie record.
Yeah.
I figure, why the hell not? You know?
Once you go Lionel Richie, you could probably go Robert Palmer
You
without
got a
any
Lionel
problem.
Richie record?
Yeah, this is like the first. I guess this is his first solo.
Hey,
like,
look, it's autographed.
That's the one to have there.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this has got All Night Long, I believe.
Let me
on
tell
it.
you about Lionel Richie. When I was in high school, I
No, it
sang,
doesn't have All Night Long. Sorry.
I sang solos and songs, and there were 3 artists I think that I was like torch songs for me. It was like Lionel Richie, Kenny Rogers, and Neil Diamond. So I would sing like these songs for like the Anchor Club State Convention, which is like 300, 400 girls in like a dining room.
Yeah.
You know, I'm singing "Love on the Rocks" and some Lionel Richie song.
Maybe I bought the wrong Lionel
Let me
Richie.
see that one. No, you bought. That's good. Well, let me tell you.
Now, I'll tell you my Lionel Richie story.
Yeah, let's hear it.
When I was 5 years old and I went to my mom and aunt's Tupperware party,
Yeah.
somebody had their contact lens case on the table. And in one side there was a little circle that said L, and the other side that said R.
Yeah.
And I said, LR, Lionel Richie. And everybody busted out laughing.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, they were left and right for their contacts.
Sure.
The first thing that came to my mind was Lionel Richie.
The hit on there is Truly.
Say
by
you,
the
say
way.
me.
Yeah, I mean, this can't be bad.
No.
I mean, it's early 80s Lionel Richie. It's not going to be bad.
Oh, it could be bad, Jay.
Well, but it was on the cheap, too, though. That's why I bought it.
Yeah.
I didn't pay much for it.
Yeah, you
That's
should-
what I said about my
you
ex-girlfriend.
You shouldn't pay a lot for that muffler.
Yeah.
She ended up hanging me out to dry.
And finally, my
Ew.
dig of the week. The thing I like
Dig
about
of the week.
the Hippo,
Right.
is you can sometimes go through his dollar records and pick a winner out.
Yeah, I'm just getting old and I don't like to bend over.
So I found
Yeah.
Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On for $1.
Yeah.
This record is as clean as they come.
Really?
Yes, for $1. I couldn't pass that up. I mean,
No.
what? No way I was passing that up. So I got excited actually when I saw that for $1. You know, now it is a convertible cover, but it's in good shape.
Yeah.
So I mean, because he's kind of a stickler about grading things, you know, and like if it's not up to his specs, he's going to mark it down and get it out of there cheap. And
Yeah, for sure.
so I got pretty.
There is something to be
fortunate
said
with
for
one.
that.
Kind of like your boy in Winston-Salem that owns the record store, and his VG is going to be like, you know, NM or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, at least for me, when I see like, oh, this is VG minus, and I'm like, yeah, okay, bro.
Yeah.
Whatever. I bet it's not.
Yeah. So we were with Metal Theologian. So that's not my most metal pickup of Metal Theologian, but you know.
Oh, but he bought.
Okay, I will say this. I was just looking at the label. On bass, it does say Welton Felder, but also James Jamerson. If you know anything about James Jamerson and the Funk Brothers, James Jamerson was the best goddamn bass player. He's the one who plays on What's Going On. I think.
What year is that?
This is
75?
73.
73.
Yeah, so this is only a couple years after What's Going On. I think What's Going On
Now-
was 71.
Now educate me on that label. That's Motown, right?
Is it? This is Motown.
But that
Oh no!
Buddha label.
Oh no!
Tapia or whatever, Tapia.
Oh yeah.
That's Motown though, right?
Tabla or
Yeah.
that's a Motown
Subs-
derivative. Tamla.
Okay.
Tamla.
Yeah, yeah.
Tamla.
So
All right.
yeah, is it clean? It's got a couple scratches
Oh
on it, I
no,
think.
this is in really good shape.
Yeah. So yeah, I was happy about that one. That was my dig of the week there.
Hell yeah. That's quality business, man. That's
Yeah, man.
quality pickup.
What'd you get?
Well, you know, I picked up first thing, and I got several things, and I'm going to do probably about half of my stuff tonight.
And then next week, Steve can bring his.
Yeah, Stephen didn't
Yeah, I
bring
didn't-
any of his tonight.
I was busy and didn't have my records with me.
So I'm only going to do part of mine tonight, but totally into showing what I'm going to show. The first thing I picked up at Hippo that really jumped out to me was this Sonic Youth record. You guys like records? I picked up this Sonic Youth record. I thought it was called OZ 93 Tour Edition, but if you look in this print here, it's called Whores Moaning. And what that is, and Steve, you can actually pull that vinyl out too. That's it's pretty cool. Whores Moaning.
Look at that picture on the back.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Here's the cool thing about that picture. If I can find it. Here we go. This came out in '93. Sonic Youth only released this on their like Australian and New Zealand tour in '93. You all right, Jay?
We stopped the show for that.
The reference is to the Nirvana's Hormoning EP that came out in '92.
Okay.
So Horace Moaning is kind of a point to that. And this artwork that you guys were talking about on the front and the back, that's Kevin Kerslake's artwork, is a photocopy of one of Kurt Cobain's dolls. The back features a drawing by Kurt Cobain.
I don't want to drop your vinyl.
Sky Stricknon said he thinks they played with Nirvana on this tour.
Yeah, the back. These are. It's a Kurt photo, and the back is a Kurt drawing. And, this is what Wikipedia says here. Basically, consisting of the Sugarcane single with some tweaking. It features the radio edit of Sugarcane, Personality Crisis from Sassy Magazine Flexi Disc, a prototype instrumental of Shoot from '91 called The End of Ugly. It's My Body from Sub Pop Alice Cooper Tribute. This record was re-released in the United States on blue vinyl on April 16th, 2011.
How do you spell Kurt Cobain?
And that's what you got.
Well, no. The Kurt aficionado in me spells Kurt K-U-R-D-T.
That's how it's spelled. That's how it's spelled on here.
That's how Kurt spelled his own name back in the day.
There's a sticker in here too.
That's what I was going to show. Look at that. This is how, I didn't know if this was the '93 or the 2011 reissue.
Yeah.
But because that says 20th anniversary on the sticker, Steve.
Yeah, it's got to be
2011.
It's got to be 2011 because it says 20th anniversary of Nevermind.
Yeah.
Show that sticker off again.
And it's blue vinyl. I don't think it would be blue vinyl.
No, it was blue originally.
was it?
Yeah.
I'm
Different variants.
My guess too.
Yeah, show the sticker again.
My guess too is if it was the original '93, you wouldn't have got it for that cheap.
It is that cheap though.
Is it really?
It's kind of comparable, to be honest. Not really surprised.
Well, don't I feel pretty stupid?
But when I pulled that sticker out, I mean, how stupid did I feel? Because I'm like, I don't know which one this is.
Oh yeah.
But when I pulled that sticker out, I'm like, 20th.
Yeah.
I was kind of bummed that like, oh, 20th. Oh shit, this is the reissue. But I was also stoked that like, there's a Nirvana sticker in this record.
I think I saw this first. And
So
passed.
Cool.
yeah. Oh yeah, Steve saw that first. Also,
Steve's stupid. So
to kind of point toward the completionist of my Kinks collection, this is something I've not seen before, to be honest with you. It's Kinks Kingdom, which is early, and it's on
Kingdom.
I'm sorry, on Reprise.
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 British reprise.
Now, the deal with this is, now everybody pay attention for a second. I'm gonna have to read this. This is the third U.S. only album by the Kinks. It's made up of mainly songs not released on the equivalent UK LP. The album charted peaking at 47 in the U.S.
Yeah, it did.
Okay. It takes all 4 tracks from the UK's, say that, Jay, Kinks,
I don't know.
including both sides of the recent hit U.S. single A Well-Respected Man, which I know pretty well, adding Nagging Woman, left over from the U.S. version. The recent U.S. singles Who'll Be Next in Line, its B-side, had already been included on the U.S. version of Kinda Kinks, and See My Friends.
For you.
Okay.
So, It's Alright was the B-side, breakthrough of the '64 single. This is this was the last U.S. only studio album released by the Kinks. Starting with Kink Controversy, which I have, issued albums identical to the UK versions. So this has some stuff that's on the previous couple of albums that wasn't released. And they ended up releasing this as a US only thing. So I felt kind of stupid because I was like, oh wait, is this a fucking compilation? And then I'm like, no wait, it's songs that have not been on the other albums. Even though it's like the third only US release or whatever. I love those early I love the
I'm gonna read you the back.
Okay,
Because it
do it.
explains it. This is Kingdom.
Yep.
If you wonder what Kingdom is, it's a land populated exclusively by mods who wear shoulder-length hair, which droops, boots, guitars who twang, and baby dolls' eyes which turn you on and on and on. Inhabitants of this land have to go dancing every night except Monday. Mondays they are all busy repairing their discotheques. The national heroes of this land are named Pete, Ray, Mick, and Dave. This land's national anthems are heard in this very thumping, very 1,000-watt album. It's a land entirely free from waltzes, acne, grinds, anemia, eggplant, curfews, alarm clocks, violins, loneliness, diets, makeup exams, squares, calluses, and losers. It's a land so wild, so fantastic, so far out that even Rand is scared to tell McNally.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Even
man.
Rand is scared to tell McNally.
Dude, that's
Bro!
that's Kinkland right there.
Bro!
Kingdom.
Kinkland, yeah.
I did say, how can I go to a record store with, oh no, what happened? I'm sorry, everybody. That's my fault.
What happened?
How can I go to a record store with Metal Theologian and not pick something up that is like it's one of the heaviest records I've ever heard.
Okay.
And that doesn't mean the heaviest screaming or the most out of control record it is.
You mean like
But
240 grams or something like that?
no. I mean like tuned to F. Oh, that's funny. No. Seriously. A band tuned to F with a 6-string guitar tuned to F. Modern day doom that if it could be shaped into a dildo would make your asshole bleed so bad.
You mean F standard?
Yes.
Or drop F?
Yes. I don't
Either
know.
one is low.
Either one.
Gonad?
Conan. If you've never heard Conan, this is butthole bonkers.
I swear it said, I thought it said gonad.
And this is it's a killer gatefold here.
It's a good band name, Steve.
Gonads?
Yeah.
Go.
That's got to be used.
Are you going to try to do that?
The puzzle? Yeah. I'm gonna
Puzzle?
do it
Is that a
tonight. I'm gonna
puzzle?
Get my pen out.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, a maze?
No, it's all
No way that's a maze. No way.
right. Let me just show it.
It looks like it.
I'm telling you, man. This is
that
so
it?
low.
Is that it?
Hang on. Up a little bit. Freeze it. Oh, I got some moray going on there with that.
So the back looks like this.
Oh, Moray City.
But the other
Wow,
side's gonna
you are
moray your balls off.
You are freaking out the sensor
Look at
here.
that.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it's a maze.
The
Totally.
sensor on the camera is going nuts.
We're gonna do the maze right now. We're gonna start with here.
Yep.
The senator on the
Yes.
camera.
Mm-hmm.
Senior camera.
Senior camera.
Anyway.
They're British. These guys are British. They started out as a two-piece, just guitar and drums. Super tune low guitar, like
British
I said.
and brutish.
Then they ended up adding a bass player. They've been playing around recently. If you know anything about like modern doom, you probably have run into Conan before. It's okay. It's characterized by a heavily distorted and down-tuned sound. It has been described as caveman battle doom. The only thing I can compare it to is like High on Fire, to where it was like, if you're like Conan the Barbarian, you got your fucking shirt off, you're waving a blade around, and you want somebody's like, come get some of it.
Primitive.
Conan. There's two bands.
Primitive doom.
I've been asked this question a couple
Hear
of
the
times.
lamentation of the women.
I've been asked this question a couple of times in the last year.
How come?
If you were coming out for a fight, what song or what band would you use? And it would be High on Fire with Matt Pike or Conan. It's the most tribal, like, it's got that vibe.
I'm thinking bloop bleep.
That mean people would think you were fucking crazy.
It would throw you off.
It would throw you. I always said that too when I was
Bleep?
doing the
For what, a band name?
No.
No.
Coming
What
out-
song were you
coming
going
out
to come
the
out to
Oh,
when you
man.
fight?
Oh,
What's
no.
your
What were you at
What's
the
your
last
come out
time?
song?
What song are you talking about?
Gary McFarlane.
Oh.
Where was Jay the last 5 minutes?
It's lounge music.
So you like Conan, I like Beastmaster. You ever heard that band?
Circle.
You ever heard that band, the Beastmaster?
Okay. All right.
Did you say the Meat Master?
And the last thing that I've seen, the last thing I'm going to show tonight.
Yeah.
Something my mom picked up for me at the library book sale, and she brought this home, and she was like, "You like jazz?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I like jazz."
And that's a bargain sale, right?
Oh, this is $1.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't even let me pay her the $1 for it.
What a nice lady.
Yeah. And it was like, so you like jazz? And so I figured this is a good jazz record. I found this at the library. And so, you like this?
Yeah, mama.
What?
And I was like,
that.
well, actually, I kind of do. Miles and Monk at Newport, combined album of Davis and Monk. Despite the title, the two artists did not perform together on the LP. And they are represented on each side by separate live appearances at Newport Jazz Festival, which is weird to be
So they may not even see each other that week.
It was released in '64.
Mm-hmm.
The label is Columbia.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty crazy, though, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is that a 6-eye?
2-eye, I believe.
2-eye.
2-eye Columbia.
Very cool, though.
2-eye.
I mean,
and normally those records
North
are really
Carolina's
clean for
Thelonious
sale,
Monk, by the way.
not a record you pick up for $1. I mean, normally,
Unless your mom did it.
unless your mom did it.
And those
My
are
mom
usually
doesn't.
clean records at the
Miles
library
Davis,
sale, right?
the Miles Davis Sextet features John Coltrane and Cannonball Adderley. The Thelonious Monk Quartet has Pee Wee Russell.
Holy shit!
I don't know much about Pee Wee Russell.
He was
Pee Wee Russell-
third baseman for the Brooklyn
Yeah,
Dodgers.
yeah, Pee Wee.
Pee Wee Russell is more of a early jazz kind of guy.
Okay, then.
But is it cornet or clarinet? Pee Wee Russell?
Oh, he played sleeping music.
Jay?
Big band.
I bet you
Yeah.
it's cornet,
He's a big band
which is
guy.
trumpet, by the way. Okay, lol.
7-minute roll, everybody.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's a clarinet player.
Oh,
Pee Wee Russell
I said cornet or clarinet, right?
came on stage with his clarinet to write apologetic poetry with the Monk Quartet. Apologetic poetry.
That sounds like emo to me.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. So sorry.
You know who else is a clarinet player?
Who is? No. Look how well lit this is.
Oh.
It's impressive. I love
It's
it.
lit.
All right.
Baby,
Mighty.
lit.
So what are we going to do next?
Well,
That's
we're
it.
gonna-
Now
we're
that
gonna-
that's over.
now that we've been live for, well, hour 20, we're going to take a quick break. And we're going to come back with a So to Speak and Chip Chat. So everybody stay tuned.
Smash that like button while
Smash that like.
you're at it.
Hey, look. At one point, there was, how many of you are there? Oh, there's only 10 now.
21 at one point.
No, not anymore.
23 at one point.
You guys should have all smashed that like button, but you didn't.
But hit it. I mean, just do it,
But
man.
the 10 of you that are left, smash it.
Do it.
Because that means that appears in the recommended videos for people that like record stuff. And then we get recommended to other recommendeds to other recommendeds. All right, we'll be back in a minute.
Sky Commanders, where all the action is above the ground, each sold separately with a figure, as Battle Track Protector sets his defense.
Battle track locked!
High above, the evil Jackal Raider takes aim.
Sky Commander, head for cover! Nice, Jackal! Miss me, Raider! Rapid deployment! Counterattack! Charge!
Sky Commanders, protectors of the high frontier.
Got him! Yeah!
Battle Track Protector comes with everything seen here. Other vehicles sold separately. New from Kenner.
Simple, easy, basic. Add a little push and pull. Windmill or the spin maneuver. Or the figure 8 move. We got what we call the roll.
Devil stick.
Accept no imitations.
What it is, kid? The original Harvey Freeman Devil Sticks by Panax Consumer Products.
1983, it was a flair for the goal. In 1984, it was the $1 Million Challenge. Now, it's Starrcade 85 The Gathering. Already signed for the World's Tag Team title, the Russian team will defend, no disqualification, no time limit in a cage against the Rock and Roll Express. And the NWA World Heavyweight Champion will defend his title that night. It's Starrcade 85 The Gathering. Thanksgiving night at the Greensboro Coliseum and the Omni in Atlanta. Miss The Gathering and you miss wrestling history.
There's a great new taste you can't put down. Conn's corn dogs, they just hit town. Hey, Mom, we want Conn's corn dogs. Corn dogs. Conn's hot dogs and cornbread, heat and eat. It's a meal on a stick that can't be beat. Hey, Mom, we want Conn's corn dogs. Corn dogs. Get them at your store in the hot dog section. Conn's corn dogs are pure perfection. Hey, Mom, we want Conn's corn dogs. Corn dogs.
Quick and hard, we're coming back. Who knows about it? Come get some of it. Anybody want to run up to JFC real quick before we come back? Let's run up there real quick. You made as much shit as you talked about him
For $3, though.
Tell me you would go
No,
back.
that was at the very end. The moral of the story is for $3, it's pretty good.
All right. That's the moral of the story.
You know, it tastes like mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
So
Let's go for a so to speak here, Jay. What did you bring for so to speak?
well, I have the pleasure of visiting lots of grocery stores with my job,
Sure.
and I visited a store that we normally don't get to too often called Ingles. They actually have Asheville, North Carolina.
Okay.
There's one random store about 15 minutes from here, and I just happened to be there. So I went in the store, picked up the soda, Flathead Lake Gourmet Soda Company.
Okay.
And they are out of Ocean City, New Jersey. Actually, North American Beverage Company is the name of the overall parent company, I'm assuming.
Okay.
Out of New Jersey. This is called a sour cherry soda.
Sour cherry.
Yeah.
Now, you see black cherry a lot.
Yeah.
You see just cherry soda, but you don't see this. You say sour cherry.
Sour cherry. Yeah.
I love sour cherry.
Yeah.
I do too when I'm on the JV bus.
And I should have picked up. They had 4 flavors. I should have picked them all up. I just was being cheapo and just picked one up.
Pick them up.
Because they had some odd flavors, you know, like
Right.
they had a ginger root beer or something like that.
Something with tarragon, maybe?
Yeah.
All right.
They had a green sour or something.
Let's go ahead and call it and get. Whoa! Did somebody say call it?
Call it.
I should have did this.
You should call it.
I should probably.
It's good to call it.
Calling it.
I forgot how to play that.
What you think? Yeah, you're sick. I shouldn't be doing this. Oh yeah, you called it though.
I did call it, sort of. Watch your foot, Steve.
Wow.
That is sour.
Wow.
That's a tart cherry.
Almost taste.
Unlike what you normally get from a cherry soda.
You know, almost taste cream soda in that.
But the sour cherry over.
I like that. That's a sour cherry.
Yeah.
It's not too syrupy. It's got bite on it.
It's got something on it. That's different.
Is it cane sugar in that?
If for anything else, it's different than most
Do y'all
sodas.
not taste the
No, it's HFC.
the cream?
No, I don't taste cream.
Okay.
It's in fact, it's not a creamy soda. It's just it's a kind of
hard bite.
Cheerwine is not like that. Cheerwine's smoother. This has got a just like sharp.
This doesn't have much
hard.
carbonation.
And I like that.
This doesn't have much carbonation at all.
Well,
Hard bite, sour, in a good way. Good soda, but a hard bite soda. And it is HFC. It's not pure.
I do have some, so to speak, news I'd like to mention. When I was in Atlanta, I reached out to the folks at Rocket Fizz. There's a Rocket Fizz store in Marietta.
Okay, yeah.
And I noticed Avery's is the company that makes some of those weird sodas like Kitty Piddle and whatever.
Yeah, right.
But they just came out with a soda called the Shutdown Swill. And I was hoping to pick up a bottle of Shutdown Swill.
I'd go. Yeah,
I'd go buy it, but they said it just came out. I think they're just selling it in the local store, but they obviously just didn't order it. But I was trying to put a bug in their ear that, like, you know, pick it up.
Just pick it up.
Yeah.
Before the shutdown's over, you dumbasses.
You get aggressive and you pick it up. All right. That's pretty good, though.
Not bad. And they're cheap sodas, too.
Really a cheap soda.
Like
When it comes to fruits, like
Wow.
sodas like that, I always like to think of serving suggestions. Like, would it make a good float? I think it would.
Oh, yo, you got a peanut butter sandwich? You drink this with it.
You could even use it in a marinade.
You could.
You could soak some chicken,
Imagine you got your like solo lunch.
a little bit of barbecue sauce and some of that.
Your sad solo lunch.
Sad solo lunch.
Thick ass peanut butter sandwich. Watch your foot. We got we got flashing going on.
Okay, sorry.
Flashing.
Sorry.
A thick peanut butter sandwich.
Thick.
And a sour cherry soda together. Honey hush.
What about? Would you have any chips to go with that?
Nah, you don't need it.
Transition. No, that was my.
You could.
That was
but
my prompt.
I don't need it.
I was going to transition
Do
you
I need
into
it?
a chip chat.
I don't need nothing. I don't need nothing to get by.
So you need everything then if you don't need nothing.
I don't need nothing. I'm the king about it. What do you got, Jay?
Jay just grabbed his bag.
Jay's rustling over here about stuff.
My job happens to take me to these grocery stores.
You mentioned that earlier.
Happens to be in
thing.
Ingles.
No, you mentioned that earlier. No, you mentioned that already. Yeah.
Oh.
Jay, I like your Izod sweater.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think I had that when I was in high school.
Oh, really?
We were talking about Izod jackets when.
Oh, yeah, this is old. This is from the early 80s.
The camera's flashing now.
Flashing? I'm not touching it. It's the camera's over here. The sound's over here.
We've done some Ingles brand. Ingles brand's called Laura Lynn. We've done Laura Lynn chips in the past.
We have done some Laura Lynn. We've done onions.
Laura Lynn, let's live together.
This is a
song.
This is a sweet and spicy barbecue. They didn't. You know, I was really disappointed. They didn't have much to choose from. They had the very basic.
Where was this at?
Flavor. Ingles.
Okay.
They're
store brand.
They're too busy selling underage kids cigarettes.
I do remember bringing some Ingles, some of these back from Asheville, but I don't know what flavor.
I don't remember these, but they have very basic flavor, like your plain, your rippled, your sour cream and onion,
your JV cheerleader.
Yeah. So this is a sweet and spicy barbecue. So I thought maybe with the name sweet and spicy, maybe a little different, you know.
Sure. Okay. I love a good stir chip. That's a good.
I'm expecting more of a sweet. Is what I'm
You know, going back to soda,
like a honey spicy.
Going back to soda for a second, theologian says a good soda should give you an erection.
Sure.
It's possible.
What
These
we're
are more of a
talking about.
Lay's kind of texture, I would say.
Laura Lynn. It's your local Ingles.
Lots of sugar. With a good amount of spice.
I don't know.
Let's compare it to a Lay's barbecue. I would maybe prefer this
It's like that
over
scene in
that.
Star Trek where they go through that
There's something there
cone.
that I can't put my finger on.
Mesquite.
Can you see the picture? Is the picture showing up?
No, it's black.
No, it's black.
Oh, sorry.
Now you gotta freeze it. There's something there. It's a smoke thing.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, pretty good. I can't put my finger on it.
I think it's
smokiness.
It's either the mesquite or the something. It's not the barbecue. It's not the.
Hold on.
It's a smoke thing.
Hold on.
Steve's having an erection. No, wait. What?
I know no carbs, Shane. I'm trying,
Let me
bro.
see that for a second.
It's Friday. These are my carbs for the Friday.
This is it for
I
him.
ate 20 and all I've had is a salad today.
What is that? Molasses is what it is.
Molasses.
Yep,
Okay.
it's molasses. It's not heavy. Molasses is listed twice on here, by the way. So, yeah, I think corn syrup's in here. Caramel color.
Somebody's got double.
Sugar, spices, tamarind. Tamarind.
Tamarind.
Yes, sir.
That occurs.
I knew her.
Tamarind Hall.
Tamarind. She's coming back to. She has her own show coming in the fall, I think. Tamara Hall.
She's the lady from the news, right?
On Today's Show that she left.
I tell you, I like Dylan Dreyer.
Yes, sir.
I mostly like her when she stands up.
That side profile.
You know who I like?
She could
You know
take a
who my
dump.
favorite journalist is?
Dylan Dreyer could take a dump in my mouth, Jay. Now, you say your comment.
You know
Who's
my,
got a better comment? Dylan Dreyer can take a dump in my mouth. Your turn, Jay.
You know who my favorite investigative journalist
Sure.
is?
Chris Hansen.
Michael Strahan.
What?
We're starting a whole show over. Let's go all.
Do you think you would
Three,
host
two,
the Oscars again?
One.
That's all you had to add.
Welcome to Grown Man Record Night. We appreciate everybody
Oh.
joining us.
Yes, sir.
He doesn't like $13,000 bad checks.
No. But yeah, Dylan Dreyer can.
Who's Dylan Dreyer? What's the girl?
Today's Show.
Do a Google image
Blonde.
search of
Weather
Dylan
girl.
Dreyer on your phone and see what pops
What a
up.
girl. This isn't going to get me some
Girl.
porn ring, is it? How you spell Dylan?
DYLAN.
You tell me what you say.
Man, we're all talking about the girl on TV. So that's it, man.
She's all right.
That's it. That's all. No.
That's all we got.
No, keep going.
No, she's all right.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay. Put in ass after that.
Put in turd cutter.
Yeah.
Turd cutter would be appropriate, yeah.
So everybody, let's get serious here for a second.
Uh-oh.
Look. Thanks everybody for joining us.
Okay.
We got new subscribers.
Let us pray.
God bless you. Thank you for joining
we
us.
should end the show with a prayer.
We should.
No.
Jay should do
no,
it.
no.
Jay,
No,
come on,
Jay.
Jay.
No, I understand. Blaspheme.
New subscribers, new viewers,
You don't do this for a living.
new everybody. All the people that are joining us for the first time or just recently grasped onto us because of mental erosion or whatever. God bless you, man. Thank you for joining us. Give us a chance. Just let us come to your picnic and light on your watermelon one good time. If you don't like us,
Hello?
you can kick us out of the picnic.
I'm probably talking to South.
If not, let us hang around you, get to know your sister and whatnot. We're harmless, we promise.
We'll exchange social security numbers.
Speaking of social, we're on the YouTube, the Twitch, the Facebook, the Instagram, the Twitter. Get connected, get social, get aggressive. Let's get serious this year.
Oh, Jay, I think this is yours. I have.
Like Olivia Newton-John says, let's get social, people.
You know what's in it? You know what's in Olivia Newton's John?
What?
Gomer's pile.
That never gets old.
It never gets old. All right. For Steve Fever and Jay the Curbist, I'm Mikey Bananas. Thanks for joining us for Grown Man Record Night. Keep up with us on the Facebook and the YouTubes and the Instagrams, and we'll post all these to YouTube. Love you. My phone's dying. All right. Hey, everybody, switch over to Twitch. We're gonna play some of these record. Yeah, we're gonna play some of these record albums tonight, right now.
Right now.
Oh no.
They're already feeding back on us.
They're feeding back. Go over to Twitch, and we're going to play these records that we were just talking about. Play this Conan record, Steve. Here it is, Conan.
I thought we already played that.
The Gonad record?
Conan. It's the tunedest, lowest, heaviest, up your Buddy Hoyle record you've ever heard in your life. God bless you. We'll see you next week for our Super Bowl edition
See ya, people.
of our of Grown Man Record Night in our program. So bye, everybody. We love you.
It's a 33.
Oh, it's 33, baby.
All right, Mike's